Hello! These are contour rims off our 99 Contour Sport. These rims measure in at 6.5 inches deep and 15 inches in diameter. And they're supposed to take a 195/65/15, but I found out that these don't fit on an 82 EXP. You can see that raw metal there. That's actually rusting because the tire's been scraping up against it, and I'm even using 1/4-inch spacers, so these are just too tall. So I gotta replace these. I used to run 195/65/15s on these rims, these exact rims, no problem. But now that I come to realize that these are new tires. These only have about 200 miles on them. Not on this car. I put 200 miles on them on my brother's car. But these have 200 miles on them. The ones I used had a couple dozen thousand miles on them. So they were almost bald. And when you bald these down, that's almost 1/4 of an inch on each side of the tire. So I was able to stick a 195/60 on a rim, fit on there, and no problem. So I was able to stick them on these Escort rims, and that wasn't an issue anymore. So that's what I'm swapping on. There's some Escort GT rims that will look the part a little bit better, and they'll actually work better. But yeah, anyhow, this is what the wheels look like on an EXP. They're okay. They're not my favorite, because they're a wheel off a 90s car. Now this is obviously an 80s car. I got the center caps elsewhere. I just didn't put them on because I've been taking the wheels on and off so often recently that I just, because they don't like being taken off. Usually when you take them off, you break a plastic tab that holds them onto the rim, and then they disappear down the road, so just haven't stuck them on. But one thing what I like about them the least is that they really stick out far from the car. They extend further than the fender flare does, and the fender flare, as we all know, is pretty big. Rears is tucked in, no problem. Those have 1/4-inch spacers on them too, just like the fronts. But you need a 1/4-inch spacer to run these up front. Even if you had a narrow tire on these rims, the rims themselves need a 1/4-inch spacers for the front. I don't know, I can't remember if you need them on the rears or not, but you definitely need them on the front. There's no way of getting around it. But yeah, that's about all there is to it. I'm going to swap these out, and we'll have a video on these Escort GT rims when we get there. So until then, have fun, I guess.